If I wrote you a symphony, just to say how much you mean to me, what would you do? If I told you you were beautiful, would you date me on the regular? Tell me, would you? Well, baby, I've been around the world, but I ain't seen myself another girl like you. This ring here represents my heart, but there's just one thing I need from you. Say I do. Because I can see us holding hands, walking on the beach, our toes in the sand. I can see us on the countryside, sitting on the grassland side by side. You could be my baby, let me make you my lady. Girl, you amaze me, ain't gotta do nothing crazy. See, all I want you to do is be my love. So don't give away my love. So don't give away my love. So don't give away. Ain't another woman that can take your spot, my love. So don't give away my love. So don't give away my love. So don't give away. Ain't another woman that can take your spot, my love. Now if I wrote you a love note and made you smile at every word I wrote, what would you do? Would that make you wanna change your scene and wanna be the one on my team? Tell me, would you? See, what's the point in waiting anymore? Cause girl, I've never been more sure that baby it's you. This ring here represents my heart and everything that you've been waiting for. Just say I do, because I can see us holding it.
All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get right into the day. My first patient of the day was an SRP. For those of you who don't know what that means, it's basically a deep cleaning. The dental term for it is scaling and root planing. I've worked in offices where they call this something else like a gum treatment, all these different terms for it, but all of it is basically, in layman's terms, a deep cleaning. So right now what you guys see me doing is setting up laser. We do have a laser here in our office. So once I'm done cleaning the bacteria out of the patient's gums and teeth, we go ahead and set up the laser. I work in Georgia currently, so we as dental hygienists are not allowed to do laser treatment, unfortunately. So I set this up and I wait for the doctor to come in and do laser treatment. It's pretty easy, it's pretty quick, and it's very, it seems to be painless. I have not had it done on myself, but my patients never really have too much pain unless you get those very sensitive patients, which of course everything is just a little bit more tender for them, a little bit more dramatic. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing, setting this laser up. This laser has a tip on it, a disposable tip. But if I do half of the mouth at a time, I try to save the tip for the patient for the other half, just because it can be very expensive to replace the tips. So I try to save them if I can. So now that doctor went ahead and did laser treatment on this patient, I'm going to go ahead and get the Arrestin or the antibiotics into the gum pockets. Y'all, again, I have been doing dental hygiene for about 8 years now. So I make sure that when I do an SRP, scaling, replaning, deep cleaning, whatever you want to call it, I like to have laser and antibiotics with it, y'all. In my opinion, just cleaning out the gums and scraping the bacteria off alone is not enough. I truly believe that the laser and the antibiotics and the scaling all work together to give our patients the best results. Hopefully your office offers all of these things. If not, it would be something to have a great conversation about, because I have noticed such a huge shift. Before in Pennsylvania, I would just use the scaling and the antibiotics, but now adding in that laser gives it that special touch, and I really feel like my patients are healing. So when I do a gum therapy treatment, I like to make sure that I scrub my instruments, especially, we should really be scrubbing our instruments no matter what before we put them inside of the ultrasonic, but especially when we know that there's tartar, plaque, visible blood, like all these things, we definitely need to scrub our instruments. So that's what you see me doing. We have like a scrub brushes and some antibacterial soap that I like to use to just scrub off my instruments before putting them in the ultrasonic and then the autoclave. Just helps to get all of the extra gunk that could be on your instruments off. I think there's nothing worse than running your instruments through the autoclave and then at the end you still see something on the instrument. It's like, well, got to start this right back from the top. So just doing it right the first time really helps me out. So I'm going ahead and getting all my instruments in the ultrasonic. Some of the instruments do not go in the ultrasonic, so I end up just cavity wiping those tools and then running them through the autoclave. Patient of the day, and right now look at me as a baby. Look at the baby. She's so cute. She's a little baby. Anyways, so I just finished my first patient of the day, and I need to clean my room, but right now I have one of the front desk girls in the back talking with the patient, because now that we're finished with her gum therapy, I noticed that she still has some cavities. Like doctor recommended a filling and 2 crowns for her, so I have one of the girls from the front desk in the back going over that with her. We usually discuss like any type of finances and treatment needs in the back, which is really good for the patients. Y'all, look at me falling apart. It's too much going on, too many wires and headbands and masks and everything else. Oh Lord, help me. Oh, I'm gonna get it together. Hold on, y'all. I'm about to get it together in 2 seconds. Okay, come on. All right. Anyway, so we like to discuss the finances in the back, which, like I said, is great for the patients, but now it is delaying my cleaning process. But it's okay, because good thing we have 4 hygiene rooms. I'm actually the only hygienist here right now. The other one, it's usually 2 of us on Mondays, but the other one didn't have any patients confirmed in the morning, so she actually left and she'll be back this afternoon. So right now it's just me. I have 4 hygiene rooms, so I'm just gonna use another room, get it set up, just so I have it set up just in case my patient gets here before it's time before I'm done cleaning. But while I get that set up, once she's all done, I'm gonna go ahead and set up my room. I got my patient scheduled back for a 6-week evaluation of her gums, so I'm gonna check her in 6 weeks. That scaling and root planing was difficult, y'all. It was difficult. She's an older patient. She has a lot of health issues, so she was having a hard time with the water from the Cavitron suction. She needed suction like literally every 20 seconds. So I kind of just let the suction hang in there, but even with that, she was like needing to close down on it a lot. So it was kind of a frustrating case, but thank God we got it out, we got it done. I prayed over them gums, because when you're doing scaling and root planing, it's like you never know, you could be leaving something behind. Like, let's just be honest. So I just, prayed over it. I took some x-rays, everything looked good. But yeah, so It was a little bit difficult, but we got it done. It did take me like almost 2 hours, like an hour and a half to get her done. And we only did half of the mouth, but she's all done. So she'll be back in a few weeks and we'll check her and she should be good. And she also, that same appointment that I scheduled her for her gum evaluation, I also recommended her to come in that same day and get the fillings and the crown taken care of, because it just makes sense. It helps her to save travel, save a visit, you know, instead of coming back again and again and again. As you guys know, gum evaluations are only a few minutes. So yeah, it's better to just do it all in one. Anyways, y'all, let me go see if they're done in the room so I can go clean and get ready for my next patient. My next patient is a perio maintenance, okay? So no, I didn't touch I only took the piece off. All right, y'all, so my next patient just got here, so Kia's gonna help me finish cleaning and setting up my room, and I'm gonna move on to the next room and put him right in here. He's just a perio maintenance. He's not due for x-rays or an exam, so that's pretty much what he gonna get. He gonna get a perio maintenance, and that's it. It's gonna be an opening in the middle section, which is difficult. You kind of have to feel around for it. But the water pick is good for it. Even like soft picks, if you've ever heard of soft picks, it's kind of like a toothpick, but it's rubber, and that's good for that area too. Floss threading can be difficult. We do recommend it. All right, y'all, so just finished patient number 2, and guess what? My morning is done. Morning is done. Morning is done. Morning is done. So because I ended up having that deep cleaning appointment, I only had technically 2 patients in the morning. A deep cleaning appointment is a lot longer. Typically, I would have 3 patients in the morning and about 4 patients in the afternoon, or vice versa. All right, guys, so we are going right back through the motions. I mentioned this in other videos, but one thing about dental hygiene is it is a repetitive field to be in, okay? You clean the patient's teeth, you clean your room, you dress your room, you get ready for the next patient, and in between you get some notes done. It can be repetitive, so one thing that I always recommend is choose an office where you can have a change of procedures. If I'm doing just prophy cleanings all day long, I'm going to be sick of it. But when I can get in some deep cleaning, some whitening treatments, some sealants, a periodontal maintenance cleaning, some perio evaluations, all these different things, it just helps to switch up my day so that I'm not in this robotic prophy. I have worked at practices like that where you're just in prophy after prophy after prophy. And honestly, y'all, that makes me want to not do hygiene. That is one thing that I'm like, I could do without it. Unless I'm only doing it like 3 times a week. I could do 3 days a week max. But typically, I like that switch up. I need to have a switch up. I can't just be a robot, y'all. But yes, no judgment here. If that is what you like, that works too. It's still a great field. We're getting paid great money. So listen, if it's for the money, I might just do it. Let me take back what I said. She has the whitest teeth.
Clean my teeth. I'll hold.
3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, 3, 3, 1, 3, 3, 1, 2, 2, 1, 3, 3, 2, 3.
Doesn't make sense now. Shit just got real, things are getting intense now. I hear you talking about we a lot, or you speak French now. Giving me the sign, so I gotta take a hint now. I hate you up like, do you wanna hang right now? On the east side, and you know I'm with the gang right now. You say, do I wanna watch? Do I know what time it is right now? Yeah. It's after 2 a.m. and that's asking a lot of you right now. All she talking about is come and see me for once. Come and see me for once. You don't ever come to me. You don't ever come to me. All she ever says, come and see me for once. Come and see me for once. You don't ever come to me. You don't ever come to me. All she ever says, come and see me for once. Come and see me for once. You don't ever come to me. You don't ever come to me. All she ever says, come and see me.
Hey y'all, so I'm finally just getting to sit down and eat lunch. I cleaned my coworker's teeth, so that kind of took me a little bit through my lunch time. It's 2:40. My lunch started at 2. So just eating. My next patient comes in at 3, but they are not confirmed. It's a new patient. And then after that, so I have 4 more patients in the afternoon. If that patient does not show up, then I'll have 3. And y'all, I'm beat today. I don't know why. Today is just, it's slow at work. It's really quiet. There's only like half the team here. And I'm just beat. I don't know why. But yeah, anyways, y'all, I'm just going to eat the rest of my lunch. And then hopefully get some notes in before my next patient. But I doubt it. We'll see. All right, y'all. So my patient that I was supposed to have before lunch, after lunch, never showed up. Like I said, they were unconfirmed. So right now I'm basically just sitting in the lab doing my notes. Once I'm done with my notes, so I didn't do my notes from the morning, so I'm catching up now. Once I'm done doing my notes, I'm going to probably look in the hygiene closet, make sure that's stocked and filled, check on sterile, and do my chart preps for tomorrow. So when it comes to notes, I try to just find any time that I can to get them done so that I'm not stuck at the end of the day doing 10 million notes. Obviously, it gets hard to remember everything that happened during the day, especially if it was a busy or hectic day, if you save it for the end. So just a little tip that I have, because like you can tell, I don't always have enough time to do it during my appointments or during the day. I always make sure that during the exam, I jot down, even if it's bullet points, just like the most specific, important things that we talked about. Always, medical history updates, even if it's no changes. Always, what doctor and I discussed, if we took the blood pressure, what's the patient's chief complaint, and like generally how is home care, and if the patient had any concerns. All right, y'all, have like 26 more minutes before my next patient gets here. I'm bored. So right now I'm just printing out my treatment plans for the rest of the evening. Y'all, on Mondays I work from 10:30 to 7 p.m. So this is just dragging. It's dragging. None of my patients in the afternoon really need anything. Let me check this last one. Let's see, he might need x-rays. He needs x-rays. My last patient needs x-rays. Perfect. The other 2 don't need any x-rays, and my last patient needs x-rays and an exam. So yeah, just waiting, just playing the waiting game right now. And the Invisalign's going okay? Very good. Are you excited? You happy with the results? Your teeth look great from what I see. Here in my office, we do treat our patients with Invisalign. If you don't know what Invisalign is, it's just a series of clear aligner trays to help to move the teeth. It's basically like clear braces. So it's very important for me, especially when my patients are doing something big like that I cheer them on and that I help to motivate them and encourage them during the process, because it's not always an easy process. It can take a lot of discipline. So I know that it's never fun. I know that the patients, they want to do it and they say they think it sounds great just to have, a straight smile. But obviously there's a lot that goes into getting that. Nothing ever comes without a process. Nothing great ever comes without a process. So I try to encourage my patients and just, root them on during their time in Invisalign. But yes, guys, that is something that I definitely encourage my patients to get, because when there's a lot of crowding, it can affect their gum health, their bone health, their speech. Just so many things come from, the teeth not being in proper alignment. If you're a hygienist and they have not taught you about that in school, which I'm sure that they have, just do your own research on it. It's really, really helpful. For me personally, when my patients have a lot of crowding, it is very difficult for me to clean their teeth. So I can only imagine how difficult it is for them at home. So that's something to stress with the patients. It is an investment, but it's definitely worth it when you can make sure that you're cleaning the whole tooth and you're not just leaving parts of the tooth unclean because you physically cannot reach it. All right, y'all, so I got 2 more patients. I'm almost done. My next patient, I have a note in there that he wants a blanket and a pillow, so I already got it set up for him. So let me show y'all. Just put it right here for him. So let's get it going. Just finished. One more patient, y'all. One more patient. One more patient. One more patient. So if you guys have seen my previous videos, you probably noticed that I had a dental hygiene assistant at one point. And y'all, I no longer have a hygiene assistant. She was not my own personal assistant. She was the hygiene assistant for all 3 of us that were working at the time. And now we have no hygiene assistant in my office. Y'all, it has made such a big difference in a negative way, okay? I personally prefer that extra help. That is one of my things with being a hygienist. I feel like sometimes, depending on what office you work in, you're not always looked at and respected fully as a provider. Don't get me wrong. I love my office. I love where I work. I'm not saying anything because my hygiene assistant decided to move on with her career. But in general, I just feel like, why didn't y'all get a replacement? No, you know what I mean? Listen, once you have a hygiene assistant, y'all, you never want to go back. Like, doing all this cleaning up at the end of seeing patients can be extremely draining. I'm not trying to be lazy. I'm just saying an extra hand, an extra 2 hands, matter of fact, helps so much. Like, you don't realize it. I really feel like having a hygiene assistant could help save you so much pain in your back and in your neck and all the things, and just, you know, makes you less tired throughout the day, because this repetitiveness can get a bit much. So anyways, guys, that was my little ramble. I no longer have a hygiene assistant. I'm so upset. I'm accepting all prayers because I really, really need it. I'm sure the other girls feel the same way, but she hasn't been with us for like 2-3 months already. So I'm kind of used to it, but I still want an assistant. I officially have one last patient. He is a prophy patient. He's due for updated bite wing x-rays, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my sensor set up, make sure I have all my tools, everything set up, suction put in the hole, air water syringe plugged in. I want everything ready and set, go, so that when he comes I can take his x-rays, doctor come in for the exam, because I know doctor's ready to get up out of here, and then do his cleaning and then be done. We're almost done, y'all. We're almost done. Chill day, calm day, boring day. Got my sensor. Gonna go ahead and plug this bad boy in. Hang it up here. And then get this, my x-ray sheet ready to go. Y'all, one of the hygienists that I work with showed me this hack. This is basically just like a trap. Like, obviously it's clean, and then you just put your fall sweaters right in there. It's been so much easier just to grab it. I love it. Good. All right, y'all, that is the end of the day. I don't know how, but everybody left me. Look at the office, literally empty. That's crazy. I didn't even see them go. They didn't even say goodbye. So anyways, y'all, the day is done, complete. Just finished up my notes, getting ready to reset up my room and get up out of here. So bye, y'all. See y'all.